Now, the Ghana Union of Traders Associations, GUTA, and other affiliate trading groups have put on hold their decision to close their shops from Monday. The traders say that they arrived at this decision after President Akufo-Addo, in a meeting on Wednesday, assured them they will reduce what they say is high import duty, and that there will be no charges applicable to the implementation of the cargo tracking note now or in the future. Now, the planned cargo tracking note at Ghana's ports, among other things, is expected to maximize government's revenue and monitor import traffic into the country. But some importers say it's a disincentive to their business. Dr. Joseph Obing is the president of GUTA.
The rate of duties is going to be reduced. The issue of benchmark value, he understood it perfectly, even more than the implementers, and said that if you are sure you are having the right valuation values, then you have to use the transactional value, unless maybe you have any incriminating issue about a particular transaction. The cost of the program itself is going to be absorbed by government, not only for the implementation and the experimentation period, but even thereafter, if it becomes necessary for them to continue with the CTN, government is going to absorb it, and this one too is on record, and we are going to sign memorandums of understanding to this effect. We have told the government about education, and they say that it is very necessary for the institutions involved to carry out an intensive education so that everybody will have better perspective, better understanding with regards to the CTN implementation and its workings. The government has given us 6 weeks extension. The government has given us 6 weeks extension. If you all recall, the deadline was 1st September. It has been pushed to 15th October. Did you hear it?
Yes.
We want authorities to forward this information to the shipping lines as soon as possible, so that our goods that are locked up will be released and shipped to us without any delay, because it's costing us a lot of money for the storage. Within this short time that the CTN was going to be introduced, if we tell you how much we've lost in terms of storages and all that, it will surprise you. Yeah. So the government gave us the 6 weeks so that we firm up these grievances that they've accepted. So we have to put them into practice. We have to write up the proper assurances given and all that. So that in itself is a condition to the reintroduction of the CTN. So if those things are not properly captured, we are not
Now, the president of the Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders, Kwabno Fosuapia, says that it's primitive for government to act only when people threaten to hit the streets.
He had to take the president of the land. What are his ministers doing? What the questions we ask, there are chief directors, technocrats in all of the ministries. Did they have to get to the president for him to take this drastic action? If you ask me, I said no. But here we are. It is beginning to look like, as a nation, we are adopting a very horrible culture. Until people get onto the street, their issues are not resolved. This is primitive. It has to stop. Because we were very much aware of what the nation was going to lose. You think we enjoyed what we did? We didn't. Because if we do not go paying duties, it affects us also. You had the GUTA president. They instructed us. That is why it ended. They didn't pay us after the instruction for sitting down. So it means that we were not paid for sitting down, but because we believed in the cause. But these are questions, the issues that we raise today. Why do you implement a policy that you yourself have realized that is half-baked? The policy was half-baked, and that was how it was implemented. It did not factor many other shipping scenarios. Today you say this, then they come and say, you've talked of vehicle. It makes sense. We've taken out vehicles. You've talked of United States not allowing their electronic export information. So they've taken it out. Is this how you roll policies? Why do we keep on embarrassing the state?
Now, the Executive Secretary of the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana, Samson Awingobit, announced to the traders that government will reimburse traders who have paid their CTN charges ahead of the plan's September 1 implementation date. Now, the new date for the implementation is the 15th of October, after GUTA has raised concerns. This is to allow government to iron out all of the issues that have come up.
So this has just come out from government, and it has been said that the Commissioner General is sending same information to the shipping lines. The Commissioner General is also in record with this morning press release saying those who have already paid their CTN charges ahead of the 1st September, government will reimburse those monies to the people. It says that implementation will be shipped to 15th October. It is in their press release. And that there will not be any payment whether come 15th October or in the near future. There's not some, absolutely is going to be free of charge. But that is not what we are looking at. The brain behind that they will not use CTN transaction value is what we will be looking at, and we are going to monitor. So it should not get a press release. Yes, indeed, reading it is very laudable. Had it not because of the intervention of His Excellency the President, indeed yesterday, all of them were sitting, including the Chief of Staff and the Vice President. So those who matters in the decision making were in that meeting yesterday.